Alright, what do we got here? The world's 10 most dangerous airlines. Oh no, it's gonna be that kind of video again. Now, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Another Swiss 001 video, another episode of my little series that I've just established, in which I review ranking websites that rank airlines, for example, or airports or planes. But today it's again going to be about airlines. Now we're gonna start off with this ranking by Live, Play, Eat. I don't even want to know what kind of website this is, honestly. Let's just care about the airlines that are here. Okay, so this is again a normal ranking. They're starting off with number 10, and that is Lion Air. I mean, yeah, Lion Air has been a very controversial topic. Yeah, I mean, what do they say here? Apparently it's banned from landing in the EU or United States, which is interesting. I mean, they are literally one of the biggest customers of the newest planes from the United States, right? The Boeing 737-800, but also the 737 MAX, which probably was, well, it was probably not the best idea for the airline to buy this plane. Let me just say that. Like, I'm not joking, though. I mean, this is actually quite an interesting case, this airline. I mean, they are using pretty much the most modern planes that there are. Again, 737-800s all the way, 737 MAX. We were one of the first users of the MAX, first crashers of the MAX as well, which is why it's so interesting how this airline can be so unsafe, which it, by the way, is. There have been quite a lot of accidents with these airlines, and weird ones as well, where pilots just land the plane in the ocean for some reason. I mean, we've talked about this a lot. Alright, there we go, we've taken off. You know, I mean, it's not always the planes that make an airline unsafe, but it can also be like Indonesian pilots flying high on drugs, including a 2013 incident where a Lion Air pilot landed in the sea, which was the case that I was just talking about. By the way, that's kind of fake news. The pilot was actually not on drugs, even though the accident was quite weird. I mean, he literally just landed his plane in the ocean. Like, how does that happen? I don't know. But that's another video. So yeah, that's what regularly actually happens with Lion Air. Their air captain was found with meth in his system. And I've never heard the expression air captain, but that's another story. That is Lion Air for you. Like, I do actually have a lot of Indonesian viewers watching my videos, and they also always say Lion Air sucks, not only safety-wise, but just airline-wise. The crew especially sucks. Apparently the service is not good, and, the maintenance of the planes is not always properly done either. So having the most modern planes doesn't have to mean anything, apparently. So that is Lion Air for you. Definitely deserve to be number 10. That may be actually quite accurate here.
Now before we move on, it's time for me to beg for subscribers again. Did you know that over 60% of my viewers are not subscribed? So subscribe.
What else do we got? Oh, we have got Aeroflot. Yeah. See, when we're actually talking about Aeroflot, then of course we're gonna have to also mention the Sukhoi Superjet, one of the more regional planes that Aeroflot actually uses. And I've mentioned this 100 million times before. I hate the Superjet, and that's pretty much all we have to say. No, it's really an unsafe plane. I mean, there have been several incidents already. Even though this plane is not popular at all, it's only pretty much used by Russian carriers like Aeroflot. I do see Aeroflot being on the list, but honestly, what I think is that it's dramatically improved. But let's just check out what they say. Aeroflot is bogged down by more fatalities than any other airline. I think that is actually true. I mean, that also kind of makes sense. Aeroflot is an incredibly old airline. I think it was founded in like 1918.
Are you sure about that?
So just by the age, it kind of does make sense why so many people have died on Aeroflot planes, right? I mean, especially back in the days, in the pre-Cold War days, flying wasn't easy business for sure. Though this vodka-spilling nation has had several incidents involving pilot intoxication. Oh, now we're back at this topic again. Apparently in 2008 there was an accident in Perm because the pilot was drunk. Damn. Now they're saying here, though, just 2 years later, the carrier allegedly responded to a different drunk flying incident by declaring that pilots' sobriety didn't really matter on flying. That means that you can apparently fly a plane drunk. Now, I'm not going to do the practical test in this video. I think I genuinely want to make this video. Flying a plane drunk, or maybe that could be a live stream idea. You have no idea how stupid this video idea is, but I'm going to definitely do it. Alright, yeah. Apparently, pilots being intoxicated isn't the best thing, but honestly, honestly, Aeroflot is especially, you know, when you're catching the European flights, which are mostly happening on Airbuses, and I think then you would be totally safe to fly this airline. I would, you know, again, on an A320, I would totally go with this one. Honestly, I do not trust the Sukhoi Superjet, though. What the hell is this? All right, what else have we got? Oh, Turkish Airways. What? Now, this is an airline that I definitely do not understand being on this list. I mean, they even say it here, Turkish Airlines hasn't had any major incidents. So why are they mentioning it here on the list on number 8? I mean, of course, Turkish Airlines doesn't have the cleanest safety record out there, but it's totally a safe airline to fly. It's definitely not the 8th most dangerous airline. Jesus Christ. But a Turkish airline is a lot worse by safety as well, is Fly Pegasus. Oh, what the hell is this 737? I didn't even know that I still had this one. Yeah, this is Fly Pegasus, an airline known for running off runways, mostly. And we have very powerful engines here. Jesus Christ. The runway, there we go. We have, oh, that was into a gas station. That was not good. But as you can see, Fly Pegasus just sucks. That's just another story. Okay, what else we got? We have Yeti Airlines, an airline that we have talked about before and used before a lot. Yeti Airlines flies in Nepal. I mean, that pretty much explains everything. It flies in the most dangerous region, and therefore it is the most dangerous airline. That's all we have to say, really. Not much to comment on that. Next one would be Blue Wing, number 6. I think these should actually rank a lot lower, maybe second or even first place, because Blue Wing Airlines is definitely quite dangerous, and that is also because it flies in dangerous regions in South America, like in the deep bush of South America, by the way. Yeah, but that's a long topic. These actually dangerous airlines, yeah, they do definitely belong on this list. What else we got? Nok Air. Now that looks kind of like Flybe, but ordered on Super Wish. Jesus Christ. You know, first of all, Nok Air is an airline from Thailand, and apparently it is not a very good airline. It's actually one of the worst airlines that you can fly. Apparently, though, this airline is not particularly unsafe, though. I mean, we have got some interesting accidents here. Collided with a tow truck, burst tire on departure, cracked windshield, even a bird strike. Runway excursion. Okay, that can also happen, of course. Bird strike, another one. But that's all that is to it, apparently. No, actually, I don't think there has ever been like a crash here. Wow. So, explain me, how is this airline apparently the 5th most dangerous airline to fly? Doesn't mean it's good, doesn't mean it's bad, but dangerous. Well, the airline is of course bad, but it's not particularly dangerous, is it? And they do not mention anything about that either. Next up, we've got PNG Air. I've never heard of them either, but I can already see an ATR, so that may make sense. Apparently, at least this airline has made some incidents. I've never heard of them. But yeah, this is a little bit of an exotic airline again. Papua New Guinea, or I'm not able to pronounce that properly.
Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea. I guess that is also a very dangerous, well, region to fly in. And I mean, you know, flying the ATR is quite a business, you know? Okay, what else we got? Ariana Afghan Airlines. Which airline has been struck by rockets 3 times? Damn. To be fair, 3 of the airline's 13 most serious incidents included parked planes being struck down in American or Pakistani rockets. Apparently, it's barred from flying in EU airspace. But yeah, I don't really know enough about this airline to actually talk about it, but I don't know if it actually belongs to this list, honestly, though. I mean, 13 serious incidents is nothing, but yeah. Alright, what else we got? We have Daallo Airlines, another airline that I've never heard of before, but this livery looks like someone just took Photoshop and, okay, whatever. Dubai-based Somali carrier has only lost a single person in 20 plus years of operation. Though that doesn't mean it's necessarily safe. Well, of course it means it's safe. Jesus. A passenger managed to smuggle a bomb on board inside of his laptop. The explosive only created a hole in the fuselage that sucked the bomber outside of the plane. That is, wow. I mean, isn't that the fault of the aircraft security that's not doing its job properly? I don't think it's the airline, definitely. This is not the 2nd most dangerous airline. And the number 1 is a little shocking for me, actually, and that is North Korea. North Korea. That's all they say. Now, obviously, it's called Air Koryo and not North Korea. That would be weird. Imagine having an airline that says Germany or the United Kingdom. Yeah, this is really an airline that I don't understand being on this list. This airline, like many other airlines on this list, has never had a fatal crash or any incident. I mean, at least you don't hear about them. So that's another thing. Maybe they just don't tell us, but you know. Now, it does have a 1-star ranking, which is interesting. I mean, they do not have the most modern planes. I mean, this is the Ocean Il-76, a plane that they actually use for passenger transport, which is interesting. I mean, this is, yeah, it still flies. I mean, this airline uses old Soviet planes, which is because they are not allowed to buy newer planes because of the sanctions put on them. So they are actually stuck with these older planes, but they still work and they are maintained pretty well, apparently. Koryo actually is a pretty safe airline to fly and definitely not the most dangerous one. Now, this airline is actually banned from flying into the European airspace as well, unless they are actually flying one of their newer Tupolev 2204. I hate that name. But no, this is genuinely a pretty safe enough airline. I mean, there has never been an accident, apparently. So this list is also trash. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.